Hi, I'm Jocelyn Solomons, known as the dancer everywhere I go. I grew up not too far from here in Somerset West, just a small town just outside Somerset West called Macassar. Born, bred, raised in the area. So I went to Methodist Primary, my primary school. Both my brothers went there. Eventually almost started grade 5, and there was this arts and culture dancing type of lesson that we had for this day. I wasn't interested in it at all. I was too busy trying to draw and paint. And a group of dance teachers from Amanda Peaceful Dance Company came and just showed us what this Latin dancing was about. Stood in the back, watched, we learned something. Before I knew it, go to Amanda Peaceful Dance Company, sponsored by Imibala. The option really then was Somerset College has got this great opportunity. There's a bursary they want to give to talented kids. First impression of Somerset College, same thing as this morning after having not been here for a while. Don't see a school, don't see buildings. Where is this place? Long road in, at the beams, you think to yourself, horses? Vineyards? This is weird. This is weird. But there was this peace and calmness that just transcends over you, because the environment just says you're welcome, you're at ease, there's no stress, there's support. It's the same feeling I got this morning when I got here, and I said, I remember this every single morning when I came to school. I said, this is such a blessing to be in this environment, because it doesn't feel like a school. I remember first time driving in with my dad, and he said, you know, I couldn't have wished or prayed for something better for you. You can go from being 30, 40 kids in a classroom to being 25. If I think about a highlight or a moment at Somerset College that prepared me for life, the challenges, the good and the bad, would definitely have to be Trek. I know it's a cliche, but that grade 9 Trek teaches you things, because for those 27, 28, 29 days, you are with a group of other people that some you want to be with, others you don't want to be with, and you just all stuck together, you know, on this life journey that you don't realize how big of an impact it is until, you know, you learn the lessons later. But just that whole experience of finding yourself and discovering who you are, what you like, having to learn that perseverance and how to look after yourself. And I always say the biggest lesson for me looking back was, and it was something so mundane, to put on that backpack, and they tell you you can only put in the backpack what you can carry. That to me, I always use that as a lesson, and I say that is such a great metaphor for life. Don't take on anything that you can't, and remember to carry only what you're capable of carrying. If someone else puts something in your bag, you must be able to say yes, no, can you handle it, will you be able to? So that critical moment for me, or that was such a big highlight that I didn't think I would use now later on in life. I had to go back to the archives to reflect on my journey at Somerset College. And as I'm going through, there's things that I forgot, like cultural awards and academic excellence awards and things. And I said, when did I do all of this? And as I'm paging, I see this blue A5 certificate, and I'm going, what is this? Miss Van Tonder had signed off of it, my first teacher, primary school. And I'm thinking, what was this? Pen license. So that was the certificate I got to say, you are now eligible to write with a pen. So another big moment that I remembered was finishing grade 7, or completing grade 7. And after the ceremony, we all had to jump in the dam. So everyone dreaded this dam because you could smell it. You could see that it was not it was great to look at. So everyone dreaded, and Mr. Herman and Mr. Bevan said, guys, this is what we need to do. This is how you close off your grade 7. You all jump in. Parents didn't know what was happening. Everyone just ran to the dam, one by one, jumped in, algae all over you. Now it's this white college shirt with green algae. You're in your socks, you're in your shorts, wanting to hug parents. It was the funniest moment in grade 7 ever. I remember like it was yesterday. So once I applied for university, after deciding that Stellenbosch was the one, already in grade 11 I'd made the choice, and I've worked hard. I worked hard academically, as if I was to get into Stellenbosch. I applied, my brother helped me, and I got offered a bursary. I said to my mom, she said, I don't know how we'll do it, but I know there'll be a way for you. Even if you just pay your registration fees, the rest of it will happen. Journey at Stellenbosch University. It's been 8 years. It's been 8 years. Never did I think I would stay there so long. My vision was start my undergrad, so BA Sports Science, started, finish it, and then be a sports scientist. So after completing my undergrad, it's my brother once again that said to me, "Oh, sissy, nog net 1 jaar." And I said to him, but why? It's honest. He said, it's not even going to be a year. Just do it. And I said, okay, fine, I'll do it. Luckily for me, got the opportunity. So 12 of us went to Sweden. We went to Linnaeus University just to see what their sports science program was about. Amazing sort of 12 days of my life. First time in snow, experiencing a colder country, culture's different. The one thing that I like, rugby, obviously at Stellenbosch University. And then the other world of mine that I love is dancing. After honours, I had 2 lecturers that inspired me that I absolutely love and adore. The one is my current supervisor, Professor Wilbur Clark, and he's involved in rugby. I had another lecturer, Dr. Aileen Africa, dancer, prima ballerina back in her days. And the 2 of them are like brother and sister, work very closely together. Pitched it before I know it, Stellenbosch Rugby Academy was in, and so was Western Province Rugby Academy, Claremont campus. They said, cool, you can take our guys, let's go. So I said, okay, how am I going to carry over this message? And I did the 16-week intervention with the 2 academies twice a week for an hour, and then wrote up the data, and then we produced a scientific article from it. So Marty's obviously did really well at Varsity Cup. I can't take all the credit for it, although I would love to. So I do say there was a glimpse of either inspiration or an influence there. Where can I go that would be very different? Hong Kong seems like a great idea. Went to Hong Kong for 4 weeks. Everyone's speaking and I don't know what they're speaking. Need to find my way. I'm in the Uber, go to the hostel. So I lived off of noodles, cup noodles, and whenever we went out, they would have chicken meals, but it didn't taste like that, so I'm not even sure that it was chicken. First day in class, beautiful campus at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Met my teacher, lovely lady, she's been to South Africa. And literally the first day went from speaking in English and saying hello in English, and then the second day we had to say hello, how are you, where you came from, and you got your Chinese name by day 2. So I said, this is moving way too quick. But yeah, a wonderful experience. I 110% believe, not even think, that opportunities like the ABT should continue or should still be offered. And the reason I'm saying that is, when I look back at where I started, I didn't even know the opportunity existed. Who says I can't have a Jocelyn Solomon's Foundation because of what was granted to me? So imagine having 2, 3, 4, 5 Jocelyns going back to my community and saying, listen, this was an opportunity granted to me. I want to plant it back into the community. You don't need someone famous or someone that has necessarily changed the world on a broad scale to inspire you, but definitely him, because he's been at the core of getting me to where I am now. My coach that passed away, my second dance coach that passed away because just of the way he made me think about life outside of dance. So he's a really good role model. And then my two dance coaches from the very beginning, Amanda and her husband, they also really inspired me and still do. Still either see myself having won multiple SA championships still, and being in the professional section, or traveling around with Burn the Floor, which is a phenomenal, this Latin touring dance company, which is a big goal. So that for dancing. And then in terms of academics, I will still be in the academic field. I still see myself contributing in an academic field, hopefully lecturing either on rhythmic movement and dance or just dance. I see myself working with multiple rugby academies as a rhythmic movement specialist. And then I see myself eventually opening up my own high performance, I want to say, institute, where it's sort of hidden away, this escape retreat where athletes can come. They have this high performance setup where they can do their training, they can do the recovery, they can eat properly. It's sort of their home away from home when they come and tour here. And then I have all specialists on board. This is the big dream, to help and assist and get them to the next level. So hopefully World Rugby appoints me. It's the goal as well, and they say, this is your portfolio. Audit, check, make sure things are happening. And I get so passionate when I speak about it. And hopefully I'm also busy with a book project with my supervisor and my best friend's supervisor. I don't see myself stopping once the dissertation is handed in. I want to continue to publish. I want to continue to lecture, whether it's guest lecturing as well. So yeah.